Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my messy desk. Okay, so this is my second attempt at the video. I started to make one and just one thing after another went wrong and I just wasn't happy with it, so I decided to stop the camera and start again. But I'll show you what I made. So I made this little a tag holder to put a little tag in there, and I don't know if you can see the gold. I quite like it. It's backed with packing paper, and this is a print from Jibidneri. So if you go on her website, she has a freebie of postcard size these. So there's 4 to the page, and they're all really pretty. I've used one of them before in my previous journal, the pink journal, and yeah, it's really pretty. So I've just dabbed it with gold paint around the edges, and then a gold wax rather. This one, this is PBO, is that right? Yeah, gilding wax. And yeah, so quite like that. And then I started to make this. So this, I used this sheet, just unfold it, and I thought, oh, I'll make a little, you know, tag holder. Yeah, and then I covered it with blue tissue paper, and then this was supposed to go on the front here. And it just didn't work out like that. I ended up putting it on the back. Looking at it though, I quite like it, so I'll do something else here. I'm just not sure what yet. So those are the two things. I'll probably does it go like that or like that? I think I quite like that on the front. I guess I could make a little pocket on the front as well, you know, if I wanted to. I mean, these things you can put a pocket on the back, on the front, on the side, inside. They're sort of multi-dimensional, aren't they? I'm just wondering whether to put a little pocket there, or do I just stick to a tag in there? Right, so this is background to a tag, and it needs to be smaller, thinner. I'm just going to cut that to size that I want, and then I'll rip it. No, I won't rip it. I'll use my cutter. Anyway, hope you're all well and enjoying some warm weather. What size do I want it to? So if I put it something like about that size, I think. About that size, so yeah, something like that. Doesn't have to be precise, but yeah, that's a nice size for a tag. But what I thought I would do is cover this paper with this paper. I love this. I managed to get 2 sheets. It was from a shop that, a craft shop that's local to me. I've mentioned it before, and I got 2 sheets of it for 10p each. But they were the only 2 sheets they had. So obviously, you know, well, they may have more coming in or something, but my feeling was because they were 10p each, you know, that they were selling them off cheaply, and so they probably don't have any more. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so got grubby fingers and now I've messed that up. And this is the sort of thing I kept doing in the previous video, and I just wasn't happy with it. Oh, I did have my other scissors there. Right, okay, so I'll use these scissors to cut carefully. Yeah, and I was very quiet and struggling, so you get days like that, I'm sure, you know, we all do, but before I came in I was hesitant about coming in just because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and when I get like that I do find it difficult. Right, now then, so I'm going to have to cover that with something. What shall I cover it with? Oh, I did have some brown paper. I'll do to cover it with that. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it gets difficult, you know, you when you run out of ideas, it can get difficult. Or it's not that you've run out of ideas, it's just, you know, some days your brain doesn't inspire, you know, it's hard to be inspired, and so sometimes you just have to, you know, come into your workspace, whatever that is, or even go for a walk and be inspired by nature, or read a book and be inspired by that, or watch a video and be inspired by that. You know, there's always things to do, but I just got to the point where I needed to be in the cabin. I haven't been in for a few days, and I felt like I just needed to be in here and doing, but I still didn't know what I was going to do, so that's how it is sometimes. And so when I came in, maybe I wasn't in the right frame of mind. I just hoped that being in it, in the space, would help. But yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Quite like that contrast. I wish I'd done that at the top actually, and then maybe I could have put some lace there. I've got some lace here. It's just a little snippet that's left from something else. I mean, that looks pretty, but I don't need it there. Shall I do that? I quite like it, so I'm going to do it. Okay. Good. Good. And then just snip that little bit off there because it's bothering me. That isn't bothering me, but I'm going to snip it off anyway. There we go. And I'm going to leave that bit at the top if you can see it. Okay. Put that back. I love that. It's a little pocket. It was on a bigger piece, but yeah, I like that. Just looking to see what else I can add to it. Could add a tag, a tab. Let's have a look. Oh, I could use that lace. Why didn't I think of that? That's pretty. So this, or just going to cut some of this off. I don't like the edge of it. Don't like those sort of, well, I do, but I don't want it on this, not on a, and then I'm going to just make it, no, I don't need to really, it doesn't have to be perfect, does it? Let's have a look, see, it's maybe a bit low, take a little bit off. Nothing has to be perfect. Alright, I think I prefer the lace after all that. Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna, do I want anything on it? And this is what I mean. Oh dear. I don't know why. Right, so that's the first part of it, a tag, but I'll do something with that. I just don't know what yet. I'll think about it. And I would have, if I hadn't have done that, I would have put a pocket on the back there as well. But I'm just wondering whether to put a pocket here, have a little pocket there. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy. That's not, that's the wrong colour. I'm just looking for the right colour. That's nice. That's another tag that I made. Is that the same flower? Yes it is, but it's bigger. Sorry about this, you can't see me. I'm busy looking for something to make a pocket. Does it matter if you can't read the writing? This is from Eco Dye, Eco Print. Not sure. Not sure where I got that from. Sorry about this. As I said, I'm in a bit of a funny in a bit of a funny way with myself, and you know, do I carry on or do I stop the video and come back another day? I don't know. It's very difficult some days. Oh, I like this. This is nice. I'm wondering whether to put a little, that would look quite nice, wouldn't it? With a little pocket. And then yeah, I think I might use that. I wouldn't normally cut it up if I didn't I usually use them folded like this in a book. I love it, I love that. Just have a think about it for a minute while I look for some other things. And I'm sorry I'm taking so long. Well, anyway, I will. Now then, would this work? Although it's a completely different colour, I'm going to just put one of these out because I like these a lot. Obviously, they've got a black background at the moment, so I know it's a different colour altogether, but I just wonder if it would work. Sometimes these things do and sometimes they don't. I'm going to use this top one because I think it's pretty. Well, they both are. This might just be the right size as well, so hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, so I'm going back to the last 3 short videos that I made. They were, I decided to take you along. Basically what happened was I was out for the day on Monday at a beautiful local park, country park, you know, country estate, and I'd wandered around and I was really enjoying myself. It was lovely and peaceful, and I went all the way around the gardens, and then I thought maybe I missed some things, so I'm going to have another wander around, because you know, when you look on one side sometimes you miss things on the other side, so I decided to go back, and also I wanted to take some photographs. So I took all the sights in, really enjoyed it myself and found it very peaceful, and then decided I wanted to yeah, just enjoy. Just wondering whether to put some. I don't like the way I need to buy acetate. Is it acetate glue where it doesn't warp the paper? I think it's called acetate glue, isn't it? I think I've had some in the past actually, but yeah, I'm putting this on because I don't want to warp the paper. Yeah, so anyway, I really enjoyed it and decided to go back and take some photographs, and then as I was wandering around I thought, why not do a video, and then if it worked out well, and maybe I could show it to you guys, and so that's what I did. And I hope you enjoyed it, because you know, I mean, they were very short, they were only a few minutes, 3 different ones, and I hope, you know, the idea was just to give inspiration. You know, I think if you're looking for inspiration, nature is always a good option. I like that. I know it's a different colour, but I like it. So now I have to make a tag for this. None of these will fit. I mean, I could rip them down. I'll have a look for something else first. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. It was a beautiful day. So these watercolours I made last year. I was in the garden, and I used watercolours, and that's nice. And I can't remember maybe how I got these marks now. You know, you do things and then I forget. Well, I do things and then I forget. Just wondering whether to take some off and use that. I know it seems a shame because it's pretty, but I think I like this colour better. So what I'm going to do is just take a bit off, size to go in there. So let's see, 2 inches, yeah, so 2 inches. I'm sure you're laughing at my attempt at measuring. It didn't go very well because then I've got one side thicker than the other. But it doesn't matter because yeah, I'm going to rip a bit more off. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope they brought you some inspiration and a little bit of you know, enjoyment. That's the whole point. I mean, I'm not, you know, making videos for myself. Even though it's nice to have a reminder of where you've been. I always have photographs. Really like that effect at the top there. I might put that at the top. And I don't want it too long, so I'm going to take some off. Or I could fold it up. Right, so what I need to do is find a little bit of card. What card? I thought I had some card that I was using. Or maybe just paper. Could use paper. It doesn't have to be a thick card, does it? Yeah, I'll just use this. Yes, I'm thinking of doing a nature walk where I can point out a foraging walk, where I can point out plants, and if you're interested in that sort of thing. Some people are, some people aren't. But you know what, if I can inspire you in that sense, then I would love to. Let me know if you would like something like that. I know some people potentially prefer just for me to carry on with you know, they're just only interested, rather not prefer, but only interested in the bookmaking, and that's fine too. You know, just pick and choose whichever you would like to watch. There's no see, I've done it again, keep doing that, making them grubby. My fingers are really good. Oh, and I apologise for my hands because I was gardening yesterday and my nails, I don't use gloves and my nails are a bit grubby, so I've tried to get it out, and the grubbiness that you see here is from glue. On these fingers, glue. So I like that tag, but I'm going to make it smaller, shorter, so it'll fit in there really nicely. Actually, it's not bad size, but no, it's a bit too big. Just take a little bit off. Yeah, that's much better. Now then, should I put something on there? Or it's funny, I keep getting this out because I really like this little guy, but it won't go anywhere. A bit of book page and then something else. No. Okay, so back looking again. And you know, I'll obviously keep doing you know, these videos, making videos and going, what's it called, that's really pretty, look at that. That's a handmade paper. Okay. And that's pretty too. More of this. No, don't like that. I think this flower, something about this flower, because I've tried it on everything and it doesn't seem to work for me, so I'm going to try something else. Oops, don't want to use those. Those are my fabric scissors. Maybe yellow. Try this one. And I am trying to grow my channel. I'd like to reach more people with more interests, you know. So as I said, if you know, if the nature ones don't appeal to you, then you know, I will be doing other ones as well that hopefully will. So something for a lot of different people who have different interests, and because my interests are varied, and I am also a crafter, you know, other than making books, you know, I craft in other ways, so it's a shame not to pass those sort of skills on and just restrict myself. So I hope that makes sense. And of course, you know, as I said before, you don't have to watch it if it's not your cup of tea. So be nice to do more. I've got something I wanted to show you actually that I think I'm thinking about doing. I'll do it. I'll show you in a little while. So I will be moving house in less than a month, and I can reveal that I'm moving to County Durham, where I went just a couple of weeks ago, and it's a big wrench because my son and my daughter both live down here in Berkshire. Well, my son lives in Oxford, my daughter will be staying in Berkshire, and my grandchildren. So it's a huge wrench for me, but for various reasons that's where I'm going. And my sister lives there, my niece, other family members live there, so and my friends live there as well. Many of my older friends live there as well. And so I think that the only thing is this doesn't feel right being so, oh, maybe like that. No, I don't know. I don't know what it is about these fussy cuts. I don't even know if I like them. Is it just me? Is that too small, do you think? I don't know what it is, because whenever I come to do it, I don't like the look of it, and I have no idea why. You know, I feel like that. It just doesn't look right to me. I'll try a bit of book page, see if that works, but I have a feeling that won't look right to me either. Actually, it does look better. A bit of that piece. No. I don't know if they're just too small, really. Okay. Right, okay, so I'm going to have to look for something else. and the big ones are too big. I don't fancy a butterfly on something so small. I'm going to look for one of these, and I think I'm going to go for a blue or a green. Maybe that green. It's very, very expensive to live in the south of England. Very. And I want to be around friends because I've moved so often in my life, and I do have friends here in Berkshire, but my closest friends live in the north, and I've sort of isolated myself a little bit the last few years, and so I want to enjoy a new environment. My grandchildren are getting older and they have their own interests, and my daughter is, you know, she has her things going on, and so it just thought maybe it's time for me to, ideally I would have moved to Dorset, but because that's one area that I really love, but it wasn't going to be that way, so simple as that, really. Right, I'm going to put that on because I do like that. It's upside down, and when I put that on, maybe I will feel a bit better. I always think these sort of tickets feel that looks okay. See, I don't know why I get, I think it was just there wasn't enough going on. I still feel that there's something not quite right with that. I just don't know what it is. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So if I put that there, I'm just going to go for it. Been, you know, messing about for too long, and I just need to go for it and stop, you know, overthinking things, because it's silly to tag, you know, to stop making things complicated. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I'm excited. It's a pretty cottage, and I will be able to start a new garden. A lot of my plants are coming with me because you know, I've been potting them up and taking cuttings, and yeah, I think that's okay. And then I'll put this on here. Should I put the whole thing on? No, I'm going to put it up here, and I'm not going to put the whole thing on. Just doesn't feel right to me. Yeah, okay. New places to forage. Exciting new things to discover, although I know County Durham because I used to live there, so and my sister lives there, and my friend June, who is currently going through a horrible health problem, and I want to be there to support her. So right, so that's that tag, and then I'm going to put a bit of ribbon on this one. Yeah. I like that now. It's funny, isn't it? You know, I don't know why I get myself into that position. Should I use some pretty ribbon? Or should I? Oh no, I think that looks nice. Yeah, I'll just use this. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks nice. I don't know why I get myself into a bit of a tears. Silly. No. It needs to go in like this. I don't know if it'll fit through. Oh, it does. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's better. It's maybe a bit long, so I'll cut some more. Yeah, I like that now. It's funny, isn't it? You know, couldn't make up my mind, and it was like, you know, I was procrastinating and I was stressing out about it. It's silly. Right, let's have a look then, see how that fits into the card. Now, where's the card gone? There it is. Card. Little booklet thing going on. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. And then if we open it up, and I've got this one in here, and so I need to put a pocket there, don't I? So what shall I use? So I've got this, which is, again, I mentioned it. I'm going to use that because I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. So I'm going to do this. No, hang on. Is that too big for it? No, it's not too big for this space because I measured it. Yeah, it's got loads of room. There you go. Get a little bit more off. I'll cut it off. Yeah, that's better. Oh, a little bit of. I don't. This. Oh. I suppose I could, but I prefer the other side. I think it's more subtle. I prefer the subtle side. Yeah. That go there or at the bottom? The bottom. I've got glue on the table now. That wasn't very clever. Sorry, I've gone quiet again, haven't I? And just go back in with this a little bit just to make sure that it's not, there's plenty of room. Oh, there it goes. That, okay. go in, but I'm going to have to cut a little bit off. Sorry if that wobbled the camera. That's better. Just was that a bit too big and putting this, it would, you know, pushing on it. So that goes nicely in there. I won't put it in yet. Should I have it that way around? I like that. Yeah, I think I will. Because the pattern makes no difference whichever way you put it. Right, okay, so that's that. And I don't need to put anything there. But I could put, I could decorate these areas. It's taken me ages, isn't it? I'll keep going back to all the things. And there I have, excuse my stomach. Rumbling again. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to put some of this in. And if I put doesn't have to be as wide as the actual. I don't know what those bits are. I'm going to take off a different piece. That's pretty. I'll take it off here. This is Ruby and Pearl. Just love her stuff. She does amazing stuff. She's very talented in putting these things together. Right, I'm going to ink it because I want it to stand out a little bit more. Oh, what do I do with my? Oh, there we go. Just makes it stand out, as you know, gives it a bit more. I mean, you know, there is that thing about aging it, but I'm not too bothered about the aging thing. I mean, I just like it to stand out. Yeah, that's really nice. Just pop that on there for a minute. And I'm going to glue this down. And the glue's picking up the ink. Yeah, I like that. I like that. It's nice. Just finishes it off a little bit. And then on this side, there's this piece here. I'm wondering whether to put that piece on. Or I could use that and No, I don't want to use that bit. Might use this bit here. Is it overkill? That ripped, and that with that funny way that. I mean, I guess what I could do, oops, is take this edge off or just fold it. It's like folded over, if you can see that. I could just rip it off, couldn't I? So if I fold it and then rip it, and then it looks like it's being ripped. Or folded. I'm just going to cut that white off because it doesn't, I don't know, like the way it looks when you add the ink to it, you know. There we go. Maybe take that corner off there. A little bit of white here. Didn't really do much, but never mind. Right, and then I'll ink it up, see what it looks like. Yep, I like that. It's taken, that's the thing, that's why I like the ink, is it takes the white edge away and then it frames, you know, it frames it. This ink has come to an end of its life, so it will be heading to wherever the inks go at the end of their lives. Right, I'm going to put that there. Need a bit of ink. On that side and on this side. Why? How did I miss the edges? There we go. Right, so yeah, I like that. It's different. And then we pop that in there. Oops. Oh dear. Okay. And where's my tag that I made? There. I'll put a bit of lace or something on the top there. Look for something. No. No. That's nice, but it's not, the pattern's too sort of samey. I'm just looking for some lace, something a bit different. I think this is a bit plain. Nice though. I like that. I do like that. Let's pop that on. I use glue for this. Very windy outside, I can hear the wind blowing. But it has been like this for days now. Right, I'm gonna just cut that edge off. Oh, silly me. Silly me. If I put the glue on here, it might help it, rather than trying to put it on the fabric. Yeah, that's better. I mean, it's plain still, but there's I like it. And I could decorate it with something. You know, it doesn't have to be plain, but it gives a journaling card to write on the back. And you know, we've got this little card to write on as well. Yeah, so made a nice little booklet. I feel like it needs something else. I'm not sure what at the moment. I think I would have liked to have sewn around these first before I put them on. Maybe I could sew around this tag. I could add other things to it, but anyway, I'm going to leave it for now. And so I've made this. Oh, I didn't make a little thing for that, did I? Oh, look, see if I've got anything. That's nice. I could make a little tag with this. How big? How big? That's plenty big. Okay, so I'm going to just take off the edges with the ruler. So I don't need them on. It's going to be too long if I leave that little bit on there, so I'm going to take that off. I mean, it's going to be too long anyway, so it depends which bit I want to keep. And I think I want, well, this would be the bit that would be showing, so I'm going to have to take it off to about there. I'll take off that. And then I can use the other bit for something else anyway, so. It's funny, isn't it, how the is that right? Yeah, that's going to be nice. Yeah, I like that a lot. So I'm just going to fold that over. There's no need for me to do anything else, and then I can put something else on there. Or I could leave it, oops, folded. Where's my bone folder? Just leave it as a little piece of paper that you can write on. Or shall I put that there? That would look nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay. Just going to cut the edge off there. Okay, so I'll glue this down. Oh, glue stick. Right, so I bought myself some cheapy glue sticks. Let's see if these are any better. These were from the range. Well, yeah, they are at the moment. They're not smudging everywhere, which is exactly what the other ones do. Wow, cheap and yet effective. Here we go, and then I'll pop that on top there. Push it. No, it's not going to push up. I mean, you know, you could still write a little bit on there. And on here, a little note. It's pretty. It works. Let's have a look. Because I smudged it there, I felt the need to smudge it everywhere. Okay, right, so there we go. And that goes in there. And it's pretty enough. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. And it inspired you in some way. And got my little booklet. And I can put other things in there. I guess I could make a pocket here or here, and you know, put other things in there. And then I have this pocket here, this little tag, which goes really nicely. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with those two, and I hope you like them. And sorry about the mess and the indecision and the all the rest of it. So yeah, I hope it at least brought you some inspiration. So thank you for watching, and all the best. Thank you.